FIBA Basketball World Cup European qualifiers in the battle between Sweden and Slovenia. Lots of people looking on, excitement abounds, as not only Sweden do they really need a win today to try to get to the second round against Slovenia, and they'll be hoping, no doubt, that Croatia lose their game at home to Finland, because if Sweden do not win, that opens the door for Croatia to leapfrog them. But a lot of people in the stands as well tonight to watch this Slovenia team that has that man right there, Luka Doncic. He kind of, it's one of those situations where, you know, a lot of people here will be pulling for Sweden, but they're very excited to see one of the greatest players ever in international basketball. That's how it's shaping up anyway. Luka Doncic from Slovenia, who really did turn it on the other night when they played against Croatia. So vital game for Sweden, and certainly the players will not be in awe. They go up against great opponents all the time. Two of Sweden's 3 wins in the World Cup qualifiers have come at home, but they lost the most recent one, of course, to Croatia after double overtime. It was a game that just, once Croatia kind of got in the flow late, it just seemed like they were destined to win that game. And, well, Sweden have to put the memory of that and put the disappointment of falling in their last game at Finland behind them and come out and try to get a win tonight against a Slovenia team that some say, when they are locked and loaded like this, they can beat any team in the world. So don't forget, Slovenia did make it to the semifinals of the Olympics. So it is a gargantuan task for this Sweden team, going up against Luka Doncic, Goran Dragic and co. And I'm sure that all of the players are relishing the challenge that is in front of them. So we're going to have a pause in the commentary for the playing of the national anthems of Slovenia and Sweden. So the excitement is here in Stockholm, and all eyes on this Sweden team as they go up against what can only be described as a dynamic powerhouse Slovenia team. These players, many of them will know each other from past battles, from club seasons. Referees for today's game: Oskar Lucius from Latvia, Paulo Marquez from Portugal, and Geert Jacobs from Belgium. Lucius in the middle, crew chief, Jacobs on the left, and there is the star of the show, Luka Doncic, who comes out and throws down a dunk to the oohs and the ahs of the crowd that is here to watch and see what he's got to bring to the table. And trust me, he has got a lot to bring to the table, judging from every Slovenia game that I've ever seen him playing, as does Goran Dragic, who has come out of retirement to play for Slovenia. Last played after, at FIBA Eurobasket 2017 in Istanbul, and after being named MVP of that event. That is quite an honor. He announced that he was retiring, but here he is, and we're glad that he's back. So Goran Dragic, Edo Muric, Mike Tobey, Zoran Dragic, Goran's brother, and Luka Doncic in the starting five. Luka Rupnik is in the squad tonight, along with Alexei Nikolic, Jakub Lazic, Gregor Horvat, Žiga Dinec, Gregor Glass, and Chabasek, playing for coach Alexander Sekulic. And there is Sekulic. Seems to be a very good fit for this Slovenia team. And for Sweden, their starting five in just a second. And with that beautiful yellow backdrop, Denzel Andersson, Tobias Boy, Ludwig Håkansson, Victor Gaddefors, and Simon Birgender. Boybuk, Erik Rösch, Tillvins, Larsson, Markusson, Pansar, and Holt coming off the bench for Coach DeGuernis. So Sweden hoping to make the most of this opportunity. You know, the thing is, as difficult a situation it is for this proud basketball team, this proud country, they control their own destiny. I mean, they can still get to the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Now, is their road a little more arduous, a little more difficult than other teams? Yes, it is, but those are the types of challenges that make national teams and take them to different levels. And we know that with Coach DeGuernis and the Sweden team, they have played very well at times. And, you know, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. Certainly their defeats have been painful, but they haven't killed them. They still got a chance. There is Luka Doncic. High-fiving everybody. It's incredible that Slovenia, when you think about how many legendary players, never mind just great players, legendary players they've had over time, that really Doncic has pretty much surpassed everybody from my vantage point, with the exception possibly of Goran Dragic, who's on the court right now. But Doncic is, I think, headed towards NBA titles with the Dallas Mavericks and possibly an MVP award. And he's going to be in the Slovenia team, certainly we expect, for many, many years, and that is great news for international basketball. Tobias Boy waiting for the start. Just a slight delay. So we got 60 minutes. Need to get a few minutes taken off of that, off the game clock. Of course, Hawkinson would have faced Luka Doncic when Doncic played in Spain with Real Madrid. So again, as a fan on the outside, it looks like, wow, these Swedish players are going up against a superstar like Luka Doncic, which he is. But on the other hand, they have gone up against him in the past, and they just want to get this. I think this is done by design, just to add a little bit of anxiety to the situation, just to get everybody even more excited, perhaps. Okay, now we're ready. Well, hello from Stockholm, everyone. This is the FIBA Basketball World Cup European Qualifiers, the game between Sweden in the yellow and in the blue, Slovenia. And Slovenia come right out and stroke a three-pointer. Goran Dragic, the Dragon, breathes a little bit of fire here at the start of the game, and they take the early lead. And Denzel Anderson has an answer. Got a force guarding Doncic. Now Bergander has switched onto him, and Doncic has no range, as he shows you, and comes out and hits the three-pointer. We really did expect Croatia to give Slovenia a tougher game than they did. They did not. That does not mean that Sweden cannot make things awkward. Boy, comes out, misses from long range. But talking to everybody in international basketball circles that I know, everybody agrees one thing. When Luka Doncic is on the court, every single player in that Slovenia team plays better. So Hawkinson gets up. Now Boy has it. Bounce pass to Bergander for the two-handed jam. Doncic back to Mike Tobey. And Mike Tobey misses, comes into this having had double-doubles in each of his last 3 games in the qualifiers. Now Bergander goes in and misses. And a foul in the backcourt on Anderson. This is Boy. So interesting that 2 players that had 20 points and 10+ assists, at least 20 points and 10+ assists in the World Cup qualifiers in 2023, squaring off against each other. Doncic and Hawkinson, and there is the move down low, and Goran Dragic is saying, just like he did against Croatia the other night, I want to take center stage. Tobias Boy, and over to Anderson. This time the ball goes out of bounds. Marvelous occasion in Stockholm. One that perhaps is a little tense for the Swedish fans and will only become more so as the game wears on. Doncic, though, dumps it down low to Tobey. And Tobey fouled by Ludvig Hawkinson. It's all hands on deck in this game for Sweden. That's without a doubt. Slovenia want to build, want to keep that momentum going from last year. They want to get all the way. Look at Doncic. Wow, elite. He just plays the game at a different level, folks. Hawkinson for three. And Tobias Boy reaches in and commits the foul. Doncic again, whips the pass over to Edo Muric. Out of force with the rebound. Anderson. And his attempt bounces off the rim. Alley-oop, and Toby couldn't quite get to it, but pass was just a little bit behind him, and now the pass was zipped up to Anderson, but it goes out of bounds. Alley-oop, and this time Toby doesn't miss it. And Sweden called a timeout. Goran Dragic with the lob, so he gets the assist. This Slovenia team is so good. In some respects, it's kind of like the Harlem Globetrotters going on tour. You show up and you know they're going to win, but maybe not. Maybe Sweden are going to surprise us. Well, the sense of urgency is there from Coach DeGuerin, and it's easy to understand why. I mean, you simply cannot fall behind by a big number against Slovenia. And he needs to nip this in the bud as quickly as possible. The problem is, I mean, you can slow down the game a little bit with that 24-second shot clock. You can't slow it down in that way like in the old days. You got to keep playing. And long three, not there. Another miss. Anderson. And there's Luka Doncic, who just really is breathtaking. Goran Dragic, Kyle Hawkinson from behind. This is Doncic. I mean, he's about a half a meter behind the arc. The hand up. There's no other defense for that. The only thing you can possibly do is prevent him from catching the basketball, because if he's going to make that shot, you're out of luck. Hawkinson steps back, and it would help Sweden if they start making some shots, but they've been cold. Maybe that's a good start because the other day, or a good sign, because the other day against Finland, they had a great start. Oh no, turnaround three, don't tell me. And this time, I'm not sure even Sekulic would approve of that one. Hawkinson gets swatted by Edo Muric. He pleads with the Belgian referee. The Belgian referee, Jacobs, had a good angle. Oh yeah, he got him on the arm. He got a lot of ball, but he got some arm. Come on, Edo. That's exactly what Jacobs is saying. Come on. We all saw it. And now the Portuguese referee also is having just a little chat. That's what I love about it. Is the way the player, if the players are respectful in the way that they deal with the referees will talk to them and they'll explain, and then we just get on with it. So Hawkinson makes the first. There's a nice portrait in action piece on FIBA.basketball about Ludvig Hawkinson, calling him the Swedish Stockton, the Swedish John Stockton. That's he's because of his ability to score and also to get so many assists. Clearly, there's only one John Stockton. So foul in the backcourt, but there's Hawkinson, and again, has played at the highest level in Europe and Spain, and he is up for this game. He certainly will not back down. Alexei Nikolic gets it to Toby, bounce pass, knocked away, great reach in from Larson, Pelle Larson, who's come into the game, number 9. Doncic, number 77. Just at the Dragic. Zoran Dragic whips it back to Mike Toby. And that was short. Answer. Rebounds and runs. Now he's going to launch it. Oh, good looking shot. Just a little bit to the left. And Pelle Larsson called for the grab on Doncic with a bump. So these Swedish players are tough. I mean, they're not going to back down from anybody. They school them up in sports in this country. They do a great job. So many different sports they've excelled in over the years, including hockey, ice hockey. So you know that some of these guys have been on the ice and they don't run from contact. Doncic goes to the line and stretches it to a 10-point lead. And the crowd impressed by Panzer. Even Jaka Blasic was impressed. Steps back, Hawkinson, that's good. Number 12 needs to have a big game today. Blasic, back over to Doncic. Doncic, it's go time. Turn around, put a little bit of extra arc on that, and I think it messed him up with Bjergen there on him. So here's an opportunity to get a little bit closer. And Larson drives in impressively. There's a coach that's into it. Doncic, the lob, oh boy, to Toby once again. I don't think there's any question that Mike Toby leads international basketball in alley-oop dunks. I mean, he just gets about 5 a game. Now Doncic knocks it away from Larson. Blasic then tries to give it back to Luka Doncic. Turns it over. Hawkinson for 3. Well, that was a big turnaround. Slovenia going in for 2 points. They turn it over, and Ludvig Hawkinson goes the other way and buries it. Hawkinson already off to a fast start. He has a couple of assists to go with his 7 points. And the game is only 7 minutes and 25 seconds old. This was a great drive by Larson, using the glass, the full extension. And one thing that has to be stressed here is Toby goes up for this alley-oop. You know, you need as many wins as you can get to the FIBA Basketball World Cup. So while Sweden don't even know if they're going to be in the second round yet, Slovenia know, yet this game remains very important for them, because the wins that they get in round 1, they will carry with them to round 2, and there will ultimately be 12 teams that qualify from Europe for the 32-team FIBA Basketball World Cup, which will be held next year in Indonesia, Japan, and the Philippines. So Slovenia, coming into this game, they have 3 wins. There's a lot of teams that have 4 wins, and even one, Lithuania, has 5 wins. And Doncic can't get it to drop. So that bump, you know, Finland has 4 wins. They're in the same group as Slovenia. So they will both go, along with either Sweden or Croatia, into the second round in the same group with Group D, so Germany, Poland. So Germany has 4 wins. And I think a humorous chant from the crowd, overrated, when Doncic is at the line, and even he's chuckling about that. It's almost got a NCAA college feel to it. Dirk Nowitzki's in the house. Look at that, everybody. Fantastic. One of the legends of basketball, international basketball, NBA, Germany, you name it. Dirk Nowitzki is in the house watching this game. Of course, former Dallas Maverick, still strong connections with them, does work with them. And here watching Luka, and good hands, Alexei Nikolic. Hawkinson puts up another deep 3. This time might have been blocked. Doncic whips the pass up to Alexei Nikolic. Should also say, as Nikolic goes to the line, Dirk Nowitzki is chairman of the FIBA Players Commission. And what a incredible development that was for FIBA, for Dirk Nowitzki to want to be involved with the Players Commission. And that's set up to help players as they go on their journey, young players, all players, as they go through their journeys with their clubs, and then playing for their national teams. If they ever have any questions, they can always reach out to the FIBA Players Commission, and the FIBA Players Commission is there for them. One of the many, many things that FIBA does to help the world of basketball. Birgender gets down low, and the ball taken away by Edo Muric. Cannot afford these turnovers against Slovenia. They don't need any help. Panzer guarding Doncic. Nikolic. He gets into the paint and fades. Great hustle for Sweden. That was Rush with the rebound. Birgender. On the baseline, over to Anderson. Hawkinson into the corner, and Rush puts it up, and he makes the three! And look at his coach jumping up. Styling over there on the Swedish bench, the coach, the #1 fan right now. Nearly jumped out of his shoes when that ball went in. Watch this, watch the coach. Right there, watch. Silky smooth, and here he is. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Upset's coming. The drive, and Blazic not able to make it. Looks over at the referee wanting a foul, but with 30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, Sweden hanging around. They kind of forced their way back into it. They were wobbling at the start, but here they are. Pass down low to Birgender. Turns, gets swatted. Great job by Toby. Man, this Toby is exceptional. He is setting the high screen. He rolls. Doncic is going to launch it. Here it goes. And just glances off the front of the rim. So, plenty of thrills and spills with Luka in town and Goran Dragic as well. And Slovenia on top, but only 22-17 over Sweden. (22-17) Slovenia on top of Sweden. Sweden with those 3 3-pointers, 3 for Slovenia as well. The team shooting okay inside the arc. Slovenia getting some more opportunities at the free throw line. One reason why they're up several points. Well, Goran Dragic just positively dazzled the other night against Croatia. He came out and hit the first 3. Then Anderson answered immediately for Sweden. And then that was their only field goal for several minutes. But then they started to get back into it. Birgender, Tobias Boyd gets in and splits or throws the pass behind, in fact, Toby for Birgender. And Toby skying high for the alley-oop. Should you want to get the courtside 1891 app, just put it up to the barcode right there, and that'll give you all you want in terms of streams, schedules, and scores for the World Cup qualifiers. And look at Doncic. Well, we all know how good he is, but kind of looking right now like, okay, guys, we're only up 22-17 at the end of the first quarter. We need to start turning it up a notch. Oh, brave drive for Larsson. Unsuccessful. Doncic. Nikolic. And Gadafor's fouled by Edo Muric. Oh, Victor Gadafor is a real warrior out there for Sweden. He's going to have to be today as well. Hawkinson over to Larsson, now down low to Birgender. Nice touch for number 35, Birgender. Simon Birgender, and He's been good in the qualifiers. Had some struggles at the free throw line against Croatia, but other than that, he has been tough. Playing with Juventud Badalona in Spain. And now the rebound, Gatafors. And the pass goes out of bounds. Again, trying to get some good looks, but Sweden cannot afford to turn it over. 4 turnovers already. Checking into the game, Jacob Chabasic. Gregor Horvat also in the game for Slovenia, number 15. Chabasic gets it down low to Nikolic, and he has got a chance for a 3-point play. So a very painful sequence. Sweden turn it over, really unforced, and then they go to the other end. And one of the smallest players on the court, Nikolic, gets inside, makes a layup, and is fouled. Nikolic gets it to drop. I think one of the unsung heroes, Nikolic, in many of Slovenia's games the past several years. He's certainly appreciated in that Slovenia national team setup. Hawkins, or Boy, gets open, and Gatafors tried to tap it in. Might have been better off just letting it, see if it fell on its own. Doncic backing up. Boy, good hands, Birgender. Gets the steal. Forces a turnover. And Larson fouled by Horvat. They need Tobias Boy to hit those jumpers. Here's Larson, nice arc. Ball just will not drop for Sweden. Doncic wearing those red high tops. Foul called. They called that on Gatafors, reaching out. And then the pass down low. Oh boy, terrific effort from Horvat to save that. Now he gets into paint, gets it batted away. Birgender knew the pass was coming. Bounce pass. How about Larson getting in and throwing it down? Right decision by Ludvig Håkansson. It all started on the defensive end. And just old school basketball right there, delivered by Tobias Boy. And now at the other end, Goran Dragic, he goes up and is denied a chance to run again for the Swedes. Some razzle-dazzle dribbling. Gatafors whips it, finds the open man. Larson for 3. It's a 1-point game. And Dirk Nowitzki doesn't know what to think. Look at that. Terrific comeback by Sweden, forcing Slovenia to call a timeout. Both fast breaks starting with great defense. See courtside 1891. Get the barcode, folks. Get it. Get it while you can. Well, first of all, this is a great dunk. And it's not often, but you see Luka Doncic looking up at him. And then Dragic thought he was going to have the layup. And Biergander just twice asserted himself defensively to trigger those opportunities. So great work by Simon Biergander. In my limited Slovenian, I'm pretty sure Sekulic said, we have to focus. In a sense, you come into an environment like this, a team like this, which on the outside, not many people are giving them a chance. And that is not doing Slovenia any favors at all. So this time Dragic drives in, earns the trip to the free throw line. "36 years of age, Goran Dragic, looks like he's 26 at the line." Go back and retrace the steps that he took in his career and how far he has gone, and he has given the blueprint for success to so many players around Europe especially. And the main recipe, hard work and self-belief. He's always had that. Now the drive, and Larsson traveled. Pelle Larsson. Oh, I think he must have lifted his left foot, and he'd already moved his right foot. I'd have to see it again. And now the turnover. Great job defensively by Larsson. And it's no secret. In fact, they called the foul on Toby moving screens, so that's why he turned it over. If you play good defense, you're going to be in the game. And that's what Sweden have done for the last couple of minutes. They've defended better. Wilkinson showing that stroke. Shige Dimits in the game. Dragic gets in. They stay with it. Anderson gets it to Hawkinson. Oh, they're going to call a charge. That's a very tough call because he had to get the ball and he has to be able to turn around. But there's no doubt Zoran Dragic had position. Oftentimes they will call it travel. But on that one, they called the offensive foul. So Hawkinson has 9 points, 3 assists. Here comes the Dragon. Zoran Dragic, his attempt rims out. Pelle Larsson with the rebound. Hawkinson could not look at the excellent hustle, and Doncic bearing down on Panzer. Well, they're not all going to drop, but had that one dropped, boy, this roof would have blown off of the arena here in Stockholm. Doncic. Matthias Markusson also in the game, number 15. So the foul on Anderson. And just looking at the foul trouble, none yet, but plenty of Swedish players with 2 fouls. Ludvig Hawkinson, Pelle Larsson, Biergander and Tobias Borg have 2 fouls apiece as well. They're out of the game. Doncic, meanwhile, at the line. He's already got 12 points, 5 rebounds. Make it 13 points. And Luka Doncic makes both free throws. Takes it up to 29-26. How about that? Taking off right after coming into the game, Marcusson. The big fella. Now pulling up, Dragic misses, and Marcusson with the rebound. He plays in Czech Republic for Opava, 26 years of age. High screen and roll to Marcusson. They leave Panzer wide open for 3. Boy, it looked good going up, but just missed everything except the backboard. And that is Zoran Dragic with the charge. Larson takes one for the team. Say Zoran Dragic gets his money worth on those charges, doesn't he? He really barreled into Larson. Second foul on Zoran Dragic. 6 turnovers apiece. And Doncic looks like he might have called a errant hand or something to the face. Hawkinson. And traveling now is the call on Ludwig Hawkinson. Well, he'd be glad they didn't call a charge on that, because that would have been his 3rd. Oh, great defense. Panzer taking it away. He's going to fly in for the layup. The old-fashioned way to score, and Sweden, folks, have taken the lead. Doncic bumped, hook shot, not going to count. Maybe across the Atlantic, but not on that one. No continuation on that. Well, you can see why he was asking for it. Look at that. Just Panzer knew exactly what was coming. And Sweden, opportunistic. Points off turnovers is an area where maybe they can really have some progress. They've got 9 points off of the 7 Slovenia turnovers. And now Doncic is not smiling as he hears the chants overrated, because he knows his team is in a real game. Okay, now he's smiling. So he ties it up at 30. Well, this was kind of the competitive nature of the game we expected against Croatia, but it's Sweden that's developed. And it's Marcusson, or no, excuse me, Gadefors drives in and puts Sweden back in front. Now the alley-oop, and Toby this time just comes down with it and goes up for the layup. And Hawkinson tried on the screen and roll to get it right back to Marcusson, but couldn't quite get to it in time. Right idea. Still a tough pass to make. He could have maybe whipped it over to Gatafors. That would have been the better decision. Oh, good minutes for Markusen. He's going to go sit down now. Very good minutes for the backup center. Meanwhile, Edo Muric goes to the line with Sweden over the limit. Remember, Slovenia, they don't want to do Sweden any favors tonight. They need a win. They need as many wins as they can get, and especially when Luka Doncic is in that squad, they need to take care of business. They need to accumulate those wins, take them into the second round. Every game counts. And the foul out on the perimeter by Goran Dragic. You really feel like watching Sweden play this game. It's being played. The game is being played the way they want it to be played. And Slovenia are going to have to talk about this at halftime. Maybe speed the game up a little bit. Panzer makes one of two. Doncic travels. It's a slight shuffle before he took off. 3 turnovers to go with his points tally. His points haul. Pansar goes down the baseline. Now he goes back to the baseline, hands it off to Björgender, and he is fouled by Edo Muric. And Björgender misses the first. Takes his time and makes the second. Björgender at the line overall is shooting 50% because of that bad game he had against Croatia. 11 of 22 in the qualifiers coming into this game. Dragic to Chabasic, and now Zoran Dragic. I think Sweden will live with that. If they, you know, Slovenia want to attempt threes. Now Hawkinson for go. The three is good. And now Sweden had their biggest lead of the game. There's Doncic. And Anderson knocks it out of the hands of Chabasic. Hawkinson shares it. Panzer, feet set. Goran Dragic pulls up and ties it at 37. No substitute for talent and experience, and he's got it in abundance. So Sweden take a timeout with 1:22 remaining.
Precis som Ludde säger, vi tar hand om returen, vi försöker springa. 1:20 grabbar! Defensiva returer och fortsätta pressa bollen, okej? Coach. Vi spelar 5 här, Ludde här. Melvin eller Viktor, ni kan bestämma själva. Melvin eller Viktor. Denzel, Simon va? Du stannar nu. Ni bestämmer själva. Men Elvin spelar pickorullen. Men om Viktor tar upp bollen spelar ingen roll, va? Vanlig smash. Men om han är väldigt lågt, då hämtar du honom. Jag tror att du kan få en liten touch. Ge Simon en jävla ljud. En, två, tre. De börjar ju ganska högt.
Well, their guys have been doing that a lot today because his players have been smoking hot, especially that guy, Hawkinson. Over to Hawkinson. Playing up this potential today. There's no, you talk about no substitute for experience and talent. He's got it. And again, he's not in all because he has played against a lot of these guys in Spain. Nice drive, Panzer. Oh boy, let one get away there. Birgender though, got the rebound. Hawkinson again. Hawkinson's got to concentrate and finish those opportunities. And Dragic this time collides with Gatafors. And you gotta, it's a tough call on Gatafors. I think Luka must have been going up to kind of a little bit of trash talk in there with Gatafors after that little collision. And Gatafors is just laughing it off. So just one of two. And here comes Sweden. Gatafors turns. Hands it off to Birgender, and he's fouled going up. So great work by Gatafors. Watch, the defense comes to him, everybody, so somebody's got to be open. He knows it. It's Birgender and it's Mike Toby that commits the foul. And now Sweden need to make their free throws. And Birgender, we just talked about his struggles at this department, or in this department, but he's done well today. So he's made 3 of 4 at the line, and Sweden are now back in front. Jakob Blazic back in the game. He's been quiet today. Here's Doncic. Steps back. Good. Wow. Like I said earlier, if he's going to make that, it's going to be awfully tough to stop this Slovenia team. 18 points for Luka Doncic. 4-second differential in the game clock and the shot clock. Hawkinson rims out. Luka, has it intercepted, and Gatafors has the last laugh. Can you believe it? He knew exactly what was coming, and the turnover game has been won by this Swedish team. Turnovers and points off turnovers. And very opportunistically, Sweden and Coach DeGernis is even like, wow, did that just happen? Outstanding first half by the home team. We're knotted. Sweden 41, Slovenia 41. Sweden shooting 58.82% inside the arc. Slovenia 46.15% behind the arc. Slovenia with just 1 more rebound, but 4 more assists for Sweden. I'm surprised by that turnover total, but I don't think that's quite right. And again, the leading scorers, Doncic with 18. Slovenia have 9 turnovers. 8 turnovers for Sweden. So look back and reflect on some of the highlights here in the first half. And really, for the first several minutes, it was all about the shock and awe of Slovenia and how great they are. But you really have to tip your hat to Sweden, because they could have either just accepted that they're not going to be as good as this team, or they're going to come out swinging. And they took the latter approach. They have come out and competed. And that's all you can ask for as a coach. More than anything, they have gotten after it on the defensive end, on the boards. And as you look at Toby scoring with this alley-oop, you have to appreciate the fact that your leader, one of your leaders, your main leaders, Ludwig Hawkinson, has come out and had a blinder in the first half. He's taken his shots with confidence. He's kept the scoreboard ticking over, and then you had the great warrior mentality of Gadafors as well. And then you had Rush coming in and making a couple of big plays, the 34-year-old. And all things considered, I'm pretty sure that Sweden are glad to be in the position that they're in. This was Tobias Borg coming up with a steal. And how about Larsson? He really sparked his team as well when they started competing. This was a big play for Sweden. It really injected them with some confidence. And then the defense of Bergander on consecutive possessions, which led to 2 fast break buckets. Huge. And also Markussen played terrific. Now Luka did make that shot, but you have to say that, okay, Sweden have given up 18 points to Luka Doncic, but they're knotted at 41-41 at halftime.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands? It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
Maladon now coming off one screen. Oh, baby! Throws it down. Incroyable. Well, Maladon with no regard.
Drive to the basket, switch onto the right hand, and the score. Determined offense from a man determined to make his mark on his first appearance in these qualifiers, Tomasz Satoranski.
Really, Kobo now quick to attack the basket. Kobo finds Majate. Oh my goodness gracious. Give this man some credit. Well, under the basket and puts Montenegro on a poster. Well, Yito Cox now getting a handoff. Pass this one back to Kai van der Verst to Freeze, now going all the way to Flu. Gets rejected. Well, Vanassin just pinned him off the backboard.
Oh, Velichka, nice pass to the big man who throws it down. Now here we see it, look at this.
Beautiful pass and the reception.
Shengalia. Little crossover, drives inside and flushes it with the one hand. You wonder how much of that was just pure frustration from Shengalia, that his team really aren't operating at the level they usually do.
But France just can't buy a bucket. Oh, what a pass! Oh, baby! That is unbelievable! Illich! But they gotta go back to the pass on that one. I mean, look at this. That is Olay moment. Alexa Illich. The pass up to Edwards. But that's but still quickly. Iceland. Oh, he gets rejected. Wow. Let me tell you something. Mr. De Jong with the rejection. What De Jong said, you're not worthy. Get out of here.
That poor performance from the free throw line that has truly cost Georgia today. Oh, and there's the poster. There's the flex. Kanchenko just throws the hammer down. What a big play. Great vision. McFadden caught sleeping. Hands it off from Lukashov to Kanchenko. And there's the gun show.
Well, no surprise, the top scorer for Slovenia is Luka Doncic. He's got 18 points. And he is, well, is he at his best today? I'm not sure that he is, but even on his off day, he's pretty darn good. Here's his step back, half a meter behind the arc, hand in the face. It doesn't matter, three-pointer. One of a kind, Luka Doncic, and the alley-oop pass to Mike Tobey. And if the crowd is chanting overrated, they're doing it playfully. And no surprise that Ludvig Håkansson is the conductor of the Swedish orchestra today. He is utterly terrific, and 12 points. He's hit a couple of threes. He can beat you with his passing as well. You have to respect his shot. So very tough player, and Håkansson has to come out and have one of his all-time great games, you would think, if they're going to win against Slovenia tonight. So the crowd has gotten what they wanted. They've gotten a great game. They've been able to see some terrific basketball from that man right there, from Goran Dragic, from all of these Slovenia players who, you know, you have to be honest and say Slovenia have played better with Doncic over, the past couple of years, especially. They have played better with him, and Sweden in that sense have done a great job because they're still in it, because there are some national teams that have come up against this Slovenia outfit and have just been run out of the gym in the first 10 minutes. So let's see. The big question is, will Slovenia shift into a higher gear and pull away early in the second half? The longer the game goes on, the tighter that it is, the more Sweden will believe in their chances. Now, as a reminder, Sweden must win this game if they want to be assured of progressing to the second round of the qualifying of the European qualifiers for the FIBA Basketball World Cup. If they lose, they could still advance to the second round, but they would need Croatia to lose at home to Finland, which isn't impossible. I mean, that'll be a very competitive game, and you might even say, well, Finland at 4-1 are the favorites going into that game against Croatia. But even if Sweden do not win, that does them no favors, really, because they need wins if they're going to get to the World Cup. Every single game counts, and they need to carry as many wins into the second round as possible to have a realistic chance of making it to Indonesia, Japan, or the Philippines for the 32-team FIBA Basketball World Cup, which I know you're all looking forward to, because the 32-team event in China was special, just as the 24-team World Cup was in both Spain in 2014 and Turkey in 2010 and Japan in 2006, just as the 2002 FIBA Basketball World Cup was in Indianapolis. They're always events that deliver on excitement, get some surprises along the way. Sometimes you get surprise champions. Last time Spain in 2019 won the world title for the second time, previously having won it in 2006. And you better believe also that a world title is on one of those bucket list items, and maybe multiple world titles on the bucket list for Luka Doncic and Goran Dragic. So we've seen Goran Dragic play World Cups before. We have not seen Luka Doncic play. And I think everybody would agree that we would like to see Luka Doncic at the World Cup, just like we'd like to see Luka Hawkinson at the World Cup. And we'd like to see Simon Birgen as well. So World Cup Qualifiers app, download it into your smartphone, and you'll get all the latest news, information, videos, photos, results. It's there for you, and it's free. So 20 minutes to go here before we have a winner. We're in Stockholm. Slovenia, they entered as favorites, but they have got a battle on their hands. 41-41, Sweden and Slovenia at the start of the third quarter here in Stockholm in the European qualifiers. Game day 6, last game in the first round. Doncic, little turnaround. Oh yeah, he's got 20. He's not hearing any overrated chance right now. 5 of 10 from the floor. Birgender just behind the stripe and shows his silky smooth touch. Twelve teams will qualify for the FIBA Basketball World Cup from Europe. Gatafors picks up the foul on Toby. You can see him wrapping his arms around him. That was a fairly easy call for the referee. Oh, good hands. They say you get your hands up on defense, and that's why Ludwig Hawkinson shows you. Might deflect a pass as he just did. You might even intercept it. Dragic steps back, and a little long this time. Oh no, it fell through. Friendly bounce. You have to say it's a quiet 14 points for Goran Dragic. So Goran Dragic, second time he's picked up a foul, reaching around, trying to knock the ball away. Well, they did not call the foul on that. And the ball goes off of Goran Dragic. That young man, that made his day, getting the low 5 from Goran Dragic. Hawkinson's going to inbound it. Tobias Borg gets it to Bergander. Now Hawkinson. So Toby is guarding Hawkinson. See if he tries to go past him. And Boy gets it up. So Mike Toby's defense won that little sequence. Muric for 3, a little long. And so many times Slovenia have played in recent times when Doncic is with the team that they just don't miss those shots. But they're missing today, and Hawkinson comes out and adds to his tally. It's a 1-point game again. Oh, Lob City, Mike Toby. He could put that on his CV, an alley-oop specialist. Gatapors. Tobias Boyle would like to contribute a bit, and now the lob goes to Bergander at the other end. Great work by Tobias Borg. His shot not falling, but is able to help out in other ways. Doncic, great hands, get the hands up. Bergander did. Ball goes out of bounds. 3-point land today, Slovenia are 6 of 18, so that's not bad, but it's not as good as it usually is. And Larsson now checks into the game after an impressive first half. And Tobias Boyd picks up the foul. Larsson guarding Doncic. So the fouls beginning to accumulate for Sweden. They've got 3 already. And again, the hands up. Doing a great job defensively, Sweden. Denzel Anderson. Hit that early 3-pointer, but that's the only shot he's made all day. He's 1 of 5. He also has a couple of rebounds and an assist. Toby gives it over to Zoran Dragic. And Zoran Dragic drains the 3-pointer. So that's his first 3 of the day. And answering, Tobias Bjor. Nice little fake. Got Anderson off. Now Dragic puts it up again. And what a great rebound by Bergander. Hawkinson missed everything this time. And in the right corner, and Edo Muric drills the three. And now the threes are starting to fall for Slovenia. And the ball goes off of Larsen's hands and out of bounds. So Slovenia, they've not been in front by as many as 5 points in some time. And it's time for Sweden to batten down the hatches because the warning signs are there that Slovenia is starting to heat up a little bit. Doncic just takes it all the way. Oh, goodness me. What is... How do you stop it? He's got the dribble, the handles, he's got the size, and then he's got the finish. And Slovenia have a 7-point lead.
Hey, listen now, they play. Om de spelar den här stora och vi väljer att byta. Push him left. Och Luka, och mismatch här uppe. Jag vet inte varför de kommer sila här på honom. Push left här. Och sen är vi beredda att stanna. Fast det är en här. Så gå tillbaka. Okej, och vi byter. Ingen höger på Luka. I L, om de försöker spela side. Vi måste gå guard to guard först. Pistol action. Så de byter, då kan de inte sida, va? Kör något annat än 5 minuter nu. Vi försöker få till en switch in på den. One snap. One snap.
One of the many highlight reel plays today for Luka Doncic. Now 22 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. I mean, he is always flirting with a triple-double. Sometimes he gets it, sometimes he doesn't. But the bottom line is Slovenia usually benefit with the win, with the W. And now Sweden have really got to focus, pick up the intensity defensively. Anderson, Hawkinson, all on the court. Alexei Nikolic picks up the foul. Another foul in Slovenia. Nikolic. The pass are back in. Gets it to Hawkinson. Anderson. Good hands, Doncic. 5 on the shot clock. Anderson for 3. Will it be his second? No, it will not. The Panzer keeps it alive. And Tobias Boy hits the 3. Huge offensive rebound by Panzer. Anderson called for the foul. Look at the effort by Panzer. Here comes Doncic again. Steps back. Not this time. And Gadafors with the rebound. Hawkinson, hand beside his, right to his face, and he still scores as Zoran Dragic tried to disrupt it. And Sweden trying to stabilize things here. Pulling back to within 2 points. Now Doncic gets in again, and well, he just keeps it ticking over for Slovenia. Tobias Borg has it knocked out of his hands, and Zoran Dragic makes a big play to push the lead back to 4. Oh, Passer faked out Doncic, but then missed the layup. Dragic, his pass glanced off the rim. It was deflected off the rim. Now Hawkinson and Alexei Nikolic picks up his 3rd foul of the quarter. The Swedish coach is signaling they wanted an unsportsmanlike, and they could look at it if they wanted. So they are going to look at it to see if it is an unsportsmanlike foul. Is he playing the ball? Ooh. I worry for Nikolic. When you slow it down, it doesn't look like he's playing the ball at all, and he's stopping the play. That's going to be an unsportsmanlike, I feel confident. But I'll let the referees make the call. No, they say it's a normal foul. I am shocked. Well, it felt like they were walking a tightrope there, but anyway, they were able to break it down and look at the different angles. Gadafors this time has it knocked out of his hands by Edo Muric. Here it is, the bounce pass. Oh boy, Gadafors couldn't collect it. Will continue to pass it around. Anderson for 3, and it works out anyway. His 2nd of the night. Doncic answers with a 3. Goodness me, Luka Doncic. And now has that wry smile again, so he's enjoying himself. Hawkinson And this time stays out, and Slovenia with an opportunity to pull even further ahead. Doncic steps back, another long three, not this time. Bergander, you gotta really, Bergander, you gotta tip your hat to him, his rebounding. Hawkinson fouled while attempting a three. Wow. That is a mistake by Gregor Glass. Although in fairness, it looked like he didn't touch him. Or no, it was Mike Tobey, excuse me, not Glass. Didn't look like he made any contact. Zigadinets comes back into the game, and Tobey right now is saying, I didn't touch him. But those things even out over the course of the game. So huge opportunity for Sweden to pull back to within 3 points if Ludvig Håkansson can make these free throws. Doncic. Moric. Gadefors taps it. Over to Larsson. If the three falls, we're tied. And Markusson, trying to keep it alive, runs back the other way. Doncic whips the pass down low. Beautiful. Edor Moric with the two. Larsson. And they get the three off in time. Out of force, though, doesn't knock it down. Now Doncic, final minute of the third quarter. Doncic. Oh, goodness me. What a play. Look at Doncic. It's like every time he has the ball, he does something incredible. Look at this. Takes the bump, falling down, and there's no doubt he was fouled by Markusson. And then the ball just falls over the rim into the hoop. 29 points. So that keeps it at a 7-point game. Got to force. They want 2 for 1 here. Oh, nice spin. And Gadefors is fouled as he goes up. So indeed, the idea was to get the shot off in time so they would get it back after Slovenia shoot at the other end. So Gadefors misses the first. He's got 7 rebounds and an assist to go with his 4 points today. Makes the second. So he'll get a little bit of a breather here at the end of the third. And Hook comes into the game to spell Gadefors. Also, Terrence is in the game, number 7. Terrence. guarding Nikolic. Panzer is on Doncic. Doncic going for another assist. Ball pops back outside. And Glass drills a three. Wow, Gregor Glass. He's got class. Now, final possession, and Markusson, I don't think, was ready. That was the right idea by Tyrens, but Markusson was in there battling away, and Slovenia had surged ahead, leading 70-61 at the end of three. Well, 3 more threes now for Slovenia. That was their best quarter shooting the basketball from three-point range. And here's one of the many plays involving Luka Doncic. The lob to Mike Toby. And then the lob at the other end. Tobias Boy to Simon Bierganger. Larsson trying to stay with Doncic. First goes between his legs, then behind his back, now back between his legs. And he's past Larsson, who doesn't get any help, and Doncic just dunks it. Wilkinson then has a reply. Short little jumper. And Luka Doncic is singing along. You gonna sing along with Luka? That could be a good, nice program. Somebody should introduce that. I'm sure he'd be up for that, along with Goran. How about sing along with Luka and Goran? So relaxed once again. Slovenia up by 9 points. But still, you would think 10 pretty hard minutes to go, especially if Sweden can have a good start here. So Glass fouls Panzer. So Sekulic getting some good minutes here for some of the reserves. Oh, almost an over and back, and just a miracle, and they're going to end up being fouled. Almost had a layup. Terrific effort by Panzer there. He was kind of fouled on both sides and was still able to catch it and make a pass, but they blew the whistle before the layup. Gattafor spins, and then Larsson steps out of bounds. So Gattafor did a great job of walking the tightrope over there in the baseline and the Slovenia defense. But Sweden come up empty. Nikolic, Muric, Horvat, Dimec, and Glass on the court. This is a team that you would think Sweden might make some inroads against to set up a thrilling finish. Gattafor puts back into the paint, puts up a quick shot. And that's Alexei Nikolic. Back outside, three-pointer, not there. Sweden simply must make some inroads here with the Dragic brothers, Toby and Doncic on the bench. Gattafor doesn't fall, and then great effort on the putback attempt by Larsson, so he will go to the line. Well, you're up against it, and now is not the time to be missing free throws for Sweden. They have been decent at the line today, and he misses both. So 10 of 15. 67%. Slovenia 14 of 18. His last looked like he had the baseline. Passes back outside. Edo Muric, a little long. Birgender back to Gadefors. And boy, that basket has a lid on it for Victor Gadefors. Last couple of shots he's taken look good, and they simply did not drop. Alexei Nikolic, good, rattles it in. So timeout being called by Ludwig Degernas. And Slovenia leading it by 12 points, which I believe is their biggest. It is indeed.
Okej, vi får lite rörelse på det. Vi tittar efter Tobbe. Pelle bort från bollen. Screen. Ludde pass och hämta. Låt Pelle vara den som kattar. Simon för Ludde. Ger en chans. Gå inte för
This shot looks like it's going in. Look.
Ger en chans. Annars har vi. Har du bra timing?
And that followed a shot that also had a similar outcome. And then Nikolic gives Slovenia their biggest lead of the day, 12 points with the three-pointer. So 8 minutes remaining. Sweden trying to stop the rot. Hawkinson, oh boy, what a big time player he is, folks. Wasn't an easy three, but he made it look relatively easy. .22 points for Hawkinson, and now they get it back, and it's amazing what one shot can do. Look at this. Tobias Borg gets it to him, and Nikolic gets the hand up, and Hawkinson drills the three. He is 3 of 8 from deep. Toby's going to come back into the game. Birgender puts it on the deck. Back outside. So Doncic will come back in as well at the next dead ball. Got a force, short, good hustle, and there, wow, Tobias showing some hops there, getting up and dunking it. And now back to a 7-point game. Tobias, boy, I think that might be his first, no, he's got 7 points now. Watch Tobias, great hustle by Gadefors. I think that qualifies as a dunk. Look at this. Yes, indeed. We'll give it to him. Tobias Borg, boy, is 1.83 meters in height, 6 feet. Now the drive and the deny. Horvat at the rim. And Sweden looking like they've got one, you would think, one last run in them. Toby back in the game, Doncic back in the game, Birgender, right idea. The pass behind Tobias Boyd. Watch this. Great play here. It's working. And the only thing is, Tobias Boy there is maybe he went too deep, and also what's he going to do if he catches it? Because Mike Toby was right there. Tobias Boy picks up the foul. Tobias Boy, member of the Basketball Champions League winning Lenovo Tenerife side this summer, or rather this spring in Bilbao, that spectacular event. Dragic gets it over to Doncic for three. Not this time. Sweden slowly but surely creeping back into the game. 6 minutes remaining. They need to win to assure their spot in the second round. Hawkinson at the line. Great effort on the boards. Wonderful play by Bergender yet again. And Panzer as well. And Doncic now has to turn it up a notch. Puts it up, and wow, Toby tried to tap it in instead of bringing it down and going up with it. Anderson for three. Oh, it goes in and out. How many threes have they put up where it looked like it was going down and still came out? An offensive foul. Goran Dragic. This was Anderson. Look at this ball. It's going down. How does this happen? Whoa. Goes all the way around the ring. But this was a great effort by Bergender, and then Panzer knows the ball's going to be up for grabs, and he puts it up and in. He's impressed tonight. You can see why they're really high on Panzer. Brings a lot of good things, a lot of good energy to the table. Just 22 years of age, playing in Spain with Ciudad de Valladolid. And now they're going to see if that was in a sportsmanlike. Watch this. Under the basket, look under the basket. Okay, to the right of the basket. Now they're gonna ask the question, was that a flagrant elbow? It's definitely throwing a right elbow. It's whether or not it is intentional and sportsmanlike. That's what they were looking at. Here's the call. No, they call it a normal foul. It was definitely borderline. I think they've been very fortunate, Slovenia, to get away tonight without having a unsportsmanlike. It's not to say that they should have been called, but they were definitely close. Here's Anderson again. Good, the three. And just like that, it's a two-point game again. Oh, what a play by Doncic. And in the meantime, Larsson taking one for the team there, holding his ground. Doncic is going to show some good sportsmanship and help Larsson up. So just kind of unintentionally caught him with his left elbow in the face. So another foul has been called. Zoran Dragic, very active hands, reaching in. Slovenia over the limit, so this is interesting for the remaining 4:43. They are over the limit, and that should technically make it easier for them to get their points. Doncic spins, turns, misses, and Toby with the rebound. Dragic launches from the left, misses everything. Panzer with the rebound. Now the lob! Birgender! Once again, and we're knotted at 75. Hawkinson with the lob, and Birgender knows what to do with it. And just when it seemed Slovenia had gotten to grips with this Swedish team, it's become all of a sudden a lot harder. And you cannot emphasize enough how important this game is for Slovenia. They know they're going to be in the second round, but they need to carry as many wins as possible into the second round. Every game counts. Sweden playing for their European qualifiers lives today. They know they need to win to be assured of being in the second round.
The screen now, okay? And then release, okay? Watch that. Hey, poslušaj me. Igramo zdaj, bomo še eno postavili. Ok, gremo. Še enkrat isto. Ampak gledajte zdaj takole. Igrate kot iz pistola, kick and roll, ok? Napadi malo, Mike. Here. Mura, Soki Mura, ajde.
So Birgender with 13 points. 6 rebounds. And Sweden, boy, you've really got to tip your hat to them. They've come out and they've known what they had to do. They've wobbled late in the third quarter, early in the fourth, and they've battled back to tie it. And you just wonder maybe Slovenia with Sekulic, he had his reserves in playing, and maybe they lost their concentration, but then Zoran Dragic goes in for an uncontested, or Goran Dragic goes in for an uncontested layup. So total breakdown there by Sweden. First time in the game, in fact. 16 points for Goran Dragic. And now an offensive foul on Anderson. And Zoran Dragic once again gets into position to draw the charge. In fact, it's not the charge, it's just running off the screen. There's no, you know, these can be very, very tough calls, but Anderson doesn't move and he's set. So I'm struggling to see that. Certainly the fans are struggling to see it. Doncic, a lob, great play by Birgender, who knew it was coming, but it goes back outside to Dragic. And ball goes off of Slovenia and back to Sweden. Oh, really, Birgender was fouled by Toby. But it wasn't called. Hawkinson to Birgender. He's open, so he takes it, and he makes it! 77 apiece, the same number that Doncic has on his jersey. Sweden slugging away. showing some skill, some talent, some perseverance, some self-belief of their own. Now Goran Dragic, he likes his matchup against Bergander. He takes the pump fake and throws it away into the hands of Panzer. He's going to take on Doncic. Oh, Doncic rejects him, but they've called the foul on Luka. Well, it was telegraphed, and Panzer, I think this is a good block. But you can say there have been a couple of occasions overall they do even out over the course of the game. Could have called him, could have got him a little bit with the body there. And Panzer takes his time, and Sweden have taken the lead. And considering everybody who's here, this packed house, the ramifications, you could make a statement that this is easily one of the most important games that Sweden have ever played in international basketball. This is huge. You know that Croatia and their fans, if they're watching this game, they're hoping that Slovenia can pull it out, because otherwise, if Sweden win, Croatia are doomed. They will not progress. Zoran Dragic. Oh, that was a huge three from Zoran Dragic. Just electric stuff. And now Toby called for a push on Panzer. And with Slovenia over the limit, that's more free throws. And the only thing you worry about with Panzer is he completely gassed? Does he have enough energy to take these free throws? Because those guys are working hard. First one is good, 80 apiece. And he makes both. So Sweden go back in front. And Dirk Nowitzki watching. I think that's Dirk's son. And here goes Goran Dragic. 1-2 with Doncic. Goran is going to take it, and he's not going to make it. Toby can't get it, but it goes back outside. Another chance, 140. Boy, you couldn't have drawn up this to be any more exciting. Goran Dragic in the paint, back outside to Zoran. He just hit a three, now he puts it on the deck. Goran passes on the three, drives in, he makes it. And no foul called. Boy, that was a gutsy drive. 18 points for Goran Dragic. Hawkinson. Larson going at Doncic. Very tough attempt. Went with the left hand. And Toby rebounds the miss and gives it back to Luka Doncic. Now the pressure back on Sweden. Ball went off of Anderson. Now Luka Doncic able to save it in bounds to Zoran Dragic. He takes a three. And Bergander with the rebound. 38 seconds to go. Can you believe it? Slovenia clinging to a 1-point lead. And I think they are going to dry the basketball off because it's wet. Or they're going to get a new one. So timeout has been called. So Sweden called the timeout. And you wonder if that's a good idea. It gives Slovenia a chance to reset their defense and draw up something for the finish. But anyway. Oh, the Sweden fans couldn't be any prouder of their team today. They have been brilliant. Well, no matter what happens, the Sweden fans, the players, they won't ever forget this game. This was the day they took on Doncic, the Dragic brothers, the powerhouse Slovenia team, the last team to win the FIBA Eurobasket, and they have taken them right to the finish. Dirk Nowitzki still there in the right corner, perhaps remembering what this feeling must have been like. Of course, the windows were reintroduced in 2017. And boy, have they lived up to the hype. Exciting, exciting stuff. Sweden, can they get it in bounds? They do just, and they have to dive on the floor for the ball. And it's going to be, oh, they come up with it somehow. Panzer, boy, he has been great with the loose balls. Shot clock about to expire. Hawkinson gets blocked. And now Slovenia are going to try to play keep away. Oh, but they throw it away. Doncic threw it. Panzer got it. This is, they're going to win it. If he makes it, he misses a three. And Slovenia, heartbreak hotel, possibly, for Sweden. And Larsson, who's been brilliant. He had an open three, but he was short, well short. He hit the rim. Look at this. And he will relive that shot tonight, tomorrow, the next day. But we'll probably, hopefully, make him stronger in the future. Slovenia trying to get out of here by the skin of their teeth with a win. Looked like Sweden wasn't even going to have that chance. They didn't give up on the basketball, so here they are. They've still got a chance. Panzer out there just doesn't give up. I know there were a lot of people watching this game at halftime probably expecting Slovenia to pull away for a big win, and it looked like they just might. They went up by, I think it was 12 points. And yeah, they went up by 12, but Sweden came battling back. Great theater here in Stockholm. Luka Doncic, no surprise, 31 points, 10 rebounds, another double-double for him. And in case you were wondering, he's also got 6 assists, 2 steals, does have 5 turnovers. Hawkinson out of the game, 24 points. So they've got their, I guess, a taller team out there. Get those hands up. They've got to inbound the basketball, and a quick foul by Anderson. So Goran Dragic will go to the line. And now you wonder, will he intentionally miss the second if he makes the first? So that no timeouts can be called. Dragic takes his time, makes the first. 2.8 seconds remains. 19 points. And indeed takes it to a 3-point lead. So substitution, and so they're out of timeouts. It's going to be a prayer for Hawkinson. He puts it up. And heartbreak hotel indeed for Sweden. They have played their hearts out today, and you feel for them. But they played a quality Slovenia team that have once again, with Goran Dragic and Luka Doncic and Zoran Dragic and Mike Toby. Don't want to leave all those Slovenian players out. It's not a one-man team, Luka Doncic, but without question, he is the superstar. You see Rašo Nesterović up there in the stands watching, the former Slovenian national team star. Slovenia, hold on, win it, 84-81 over Sweden. Sweden now need Croatia to lose if they are going to advance to the second round. Well, disappointment for Larsson, but at the end of the day, it was just a missed jump shot, and he played his heart out today. So nobody feels worse than he does. And again, you only get better with experiences like this, and that is small consolation for Sweden. Let me tell you, everybody knows that they will, hopefully for Swedish basketball, playing these qualifiers like this is going to help them continue to get better. Slovenia shooting 80% at the line. That was big. 76% for Sweden. Just overall, pretty even game in the end, as the final score shows. Doncic 31, Goran Dragic 20, Mike Toby 8. Bergenberg had 15. Don't forget the huge three-pointer from Zoran Dragic, and also the defensive plays and his ability to draw those charges. Very important for Slovenia tonight. So Larsson comes back out and just played his heart out tonight. Larsson had 7 points, 4 rebounds, and well, just couldn't have played any harder. Also had to guard Luka Doncic a lot, which is never easy. So you look back at the highlights, and Luka Doncic will figure prominently, obviously, the game high in points, 31, and again he had the 10 rebounds and the 6 assists. He really just does so many things. And then he says, if I can do all of this, you guys just have to be able to make those open jump shots when I get you the basketball. And Edo Muric did on that one. They finished 12 of 35 as a team, but you know, Luka is not just about the J's, it's not just about the dribbles, it's about the dunks, it's everything. He just does everything. Passes. And it really was funny that the crowd chanted overrated when he stepped up to the line a few times today. It was so funny that even he was laughing. But nothing could be further from the truth. He is definitely not overrated. Anderson came out, and that was a big three-pointer for Sweden, helping in their comeback. He had 3 threes today, 3 of 8 from deep, 9 points. Alexei Nikolic came out and picked up 3 quick fouls in the third quarter, rather, and then early in the fourth, when he hit this shot, the team went up by 12 points, and it didn't look good for Sweden. But then they rallied. Hawkinson getting it to Anderson. And the emotion on the face of Ludwig Degerenis and Doncic. And that's right there where with Larsson, you have to appreciate it wasn't just about the points today. It was also about sacrificing himself for the team. Bergender could not have really played any better today. 15 points, 7 rebounds, 3 steals. Says he has no blocks. I thought he had like 3 blocks. Anyway, Hawkinson putting up that prayer at the end. And Slovenia escape and get their 4th win in the qualifiers. So Slovenia 4-2 go to the top ahead of Finland, who play Croatia tonight. Sweden are 2-4, Croatia 1-4. Croatia win tonight against Finland. They will advance to the 2nd round ahead of Sweden. Otherwise, the Swedes will progress. So if you tuned in hoping to watch a great game involving Luka Doncic, Goran Dragic, and Slovenia against an upstart Sweden team, you got what you wanted. Sweden really played their hearts out and in the end suffered heartbreak, with Slovenia edging an 84-81 win. Sweden now hoping for a favor from Finland, who play Croatia tonight.